Hello, Extrand families. I hope this video finds you doing well. I wanted to provide a brief update on some upcoming things that we have for the month of October, as well as just provide a brief overview of how things have gone here at Extrand. So with that being said, one of the things that is on the district calendar that is quickly approaching is our fall parent-teacher conferences. I encourage everyone to be checking their email and Seesaw on the lookout for a Google form that teachers will be sharing out to all families for them to sign up for a time slot to be able to do either a Zoom or a telephone conference with their child's teacher to give an update, to have a conversation on their child's progress, and just, how can we continue to develop that partnership between home and school to get kids where they need to be in all aspects of their education, whether that be social, emotionally, behaviorally, and academically as well. So we believe that that communication is a key part. And one of the formalized ways we do that is parent-teacher conferences. I did want to note and make everyone aware it's going to take a different look this year. As I previously had mentioned, there will not be conferences held within the school. All of those will be held, again, either via Zoom or a telephone conference with the teacher. Also, on our district schedule, you will notice that we had marked for conferences at Extrand both days, October 20th and then October 21st. However, we've modified that a little bit, and we have allowed our teachers time to be able to work with their own schedules, work with the schedules of their families, to be able to get conferences set up that might be conducive for both of them. So, and we've given them a 2-week time frame to be able to get all of those conferences scheduled and completed to make sure that parents have the information that they have in a timely manner to be able to support their child's education here as we move into the fall and also winter. Also, I just wanted to give an update. Halloween is quickly approaching. In a given year, in a typical year, not a COVID year, we have a lot of fun activities that we're able to participate in and have a lot of fun, both for the students and the staff around Extrand. Unfortunately, with some of the restrictions that we currently have, that will look much different as well this year. We will not be having our annual Halloween parade, and we'll also be modifying, those celebrations pretty significantly, just to make sure that we're adhering to some of the things that we've done up to this point within the classrooms and around the building. So your child's teacher will be reaching out and kind of letting everybody know what that will look like. In addition to not having the parade, we'll also not be having costumes here at Extrand as well. Couple of the reasoning behind that, I'm not sure exactly if we know what that's going to look like across the communities that we serve. And I don't want to necessarily have families go out and feel like they need to buy those costumes for their child just for the event that we hold here. Second reason, for not having that this year is with a variety of that, I just want to make sure, like I mentioned again, with masks and the different type of costumes, I don't want to, provide opportunities for exposure if we don't need to. And this is one of those opportunities in which, I think we can make a tough decision to do away with something, at least for this year, that, we all look forward to. But I think in the, being conscious of the safety precautions that we need to take at this point in time, I think it's the best decision moving forward for this fall. So I wanted to make sure that all of our families were updated as to how that would look. I have encouraged, again, teachers to be able to have some sort of a celebration or activity that their class and students can engage in as well. So with that, I also wanted to touch on briefly something as we're all navigating and working through this these different scenarios and modalities of delivering an education to kids. A lot of the, quarantining is going to be something that's going to come up, whether that would be a result of an exposure here at school or whether that would be a result of exposure outside of school. There may be a point in time that your child has to quarantine. With that being said, I'm just highly encouraging those families in which have kids that will be at home for 10 to 14 days to be in communication with their child's teacher, making sure that they know kind of what their work expectations are, making sure that we're doing our part on our end to get them transitioned over into the virtual classroom, or if that work is going to be sent home, you know, specifically to that particular child through the regular, you know, through the regular Seesaw classroom. Those are just the details that we want to make sure that we're getting ironed out from home to school and back and forth. So that child is prepared and is equipped to be able to return into that classroom once the quarantine is completed and finished. So that's something, just making sure that, you know, we're working together and communicating, knowing what that expectation is in the event that we run into that situation or scenario for your particular student. Also, wanted to give an update. We have decided and made the decision to cancel this winter's this winter's fine arts program. So we will not be displaying student art. We're looking for some different opportunities with our art teacher, Miss Janizak, and being able to display and showcase some of the different things that she's been doing in class. But that also means we will not be having our regular and annual winter concert. Again, it's one of those things that's, these are certainly not decisions I like to make, but you know, in the essence of safety and making sure that we're doing our part within the school and our community, we feel it's certainly the right decision at this point in time. We're hopeful that in the spring, you know, we can be able to get back to a little bit more of a sense of normalcy, but the time needs to be right, and we need to make sure that we're collectively working with the health officials and those types of things to make sure that we're making responsible decisions and moving forward with some of those, some of the things that we look forward to in a given year. So just to kind of recap, you know, parent-teacher conferences, be sure on the lookout for the Google form link that'll be shared out. Some of the Halloween changes that we've made, I have some of that outlined below as well. And then just a reminder that, you know, the winter program, fine arts program for this, this winter will be canceled. And again, we're hopeful that we can get back to some of these things in the spring. With that, I just kind of want to reiterate too, you know, we appreciate everything that you guys have done in preparation to having your child have a great start to their school year. I know I shared that back in September during my newsletter, but I'll kind of reiterate that again. It certainly is very much appreciated. It's a significant partnership between home and school to be able to, you know, get kids and move them along in all aspects, not just the academics, but the social, emotional, and the behavioral, and make sure kids that are progressing. And we certainly hit a significant obstacle here last March, and you know, we're doing everything that we can to make sure that kids are equipped with the necessary skills and knowledge that they need to continue and further their development. So certainly appreciate everything that you guys have done in partnership with all, you know, the efforts of all of our staff here at Extra. So if there's any questions or concerns that come along the way, as always, please feel free to reach out. That's all I have for now. Go Sabres and take care.